For us to be relevant, we need to understand what our competitors are doing. And it's not just our competitors, but also what our customers are doing, because together that creates, an important source of information for us to see what content resonates better, what's working and what's not. Amit Naik, I'm Global Head of Analytics at Shiseido. My role is to lay the analytic foundation for Shiseido so that we're able to become the number one data-driven beauty company. Shiseido is one of the largest and oldest beauty companies in the world. We have a host of fantastic products and brands like NARS, Shiseido, Clé de Peau Beauté, and fragrances like Issey Miyake and Narciso Rodriguez that we bring to over 120 countries. Across the globe, the $400 billion beauty industry is facing a lot of disruptive challenges. We're not alone in that, but primarily it's the growth of digital and social channels and how important they have become in our journey towards creating a better customer experience. We are seeing brands cede some control to consumers, where brands probably control only 5% of the conversation. The remaining 95% is, happening in real time. It's happening across social platforms. This is where, Meltwater came in and helped us to get closer to a customer, not just from listening to what they were saying about us, but also helping us monitor that brand perception, communicate to them in the channels that they used to frequent, and in a way that was more resonant with both our brand values as well as the customer needs. When I came in, my mandate was to build social media as a discipline across Shiseido globally. We had over 10 luxury brands across 20 markets that were doing their own thing from a social media monitoring standpoint. Each of them was operating in silos, and each region was, doing its own monitoring. So we really had no consistent way of evaluating what that brand meant in multiple regions, to where now we have a more unified view of how our brands are being perceived, irrespective of markets, irrespective of regions, irrespective of languages. So having that global unified platform helped us to set global governance, helped us to set a global framework, global KPIs, and then get everybody on the same page around that single record. Meltwater has allowed us to create and align on global social media KPIs, which we are now leveraging using their dashboards across all our brands and markets. For starters, we now have a global dashboard and a unified way of evaluating how our brands are competing in multiple markets. We're also able to take that dashboard and make it relevant to regional and local market nuances. We have the ability now to tap into the millions and billions of conversations that are happening around our brands, not just for ourselves, but also against competition. So for us, this journey of, where we didn't have a single dashboard to now where we have a globally unified dashboard, we have a global KPI framework, we have alignment with the markets and brands in terms of what the social goals would look like. We have now morphed away from the vanity metrics of, followers to now where we're really looking at engagement and, content resonation. So all those are meaningful improvements that we don't think we could have done it alone. Meltwater has helped us in a variety of different ways, primarily being able to understand our brand, its engagement levels, the sentiment and the perception of the brand among our customers. So we know what our audience is, what our content is, and how it's resonating with our core customer base. So that's one. The second area where they've helped us is to be able to manage brand crises and reputation management so that we can get ahead of the curve and try and mitigate these crises before they become full-blown issues. And then thirdly, we've been able to tap into trends where before they become these huge products, so that we can then use those trends to then inform both our product R&D as well as our marketing campaigns ongoing to tell us what's working and what's not. We have come a long way from when we started, where we had fragmented data sources for evaluating social media, to where now we have a consolidated single source of truth. So having that one platform that then enables us to evaluate our customer perceptions as well as our marketing impact across multiple markets in a consistent and globally insightful manner is what differentiates Meltwater.